Once upon a time, a couple lived a faraway land. They lived a very lonely life, and their only desire was to have a baby. The house next to theirs had a beautiful garden with lots of fresh fruit, vegetables, herbs, and flowers. The garden belonged to a witch.
One day, the woman saw a beautiful plant called a rampion, which was used to make salads. In that garden, she then expressed her desire to make some salad for herself from that plant to her husband. Later that night, her husband sneaked into the garden and got the rampion for her wife. After some time, there was a loud knock on the door. As soon as the husband opened the door, he saw the evil witch standing there. The witch said, "Oh human, how dare you sneak into my garden and steal those rampions like a thief? No one has ever dared to do that, and I'll make sure that you suffer for this," said the witch angrily. The husband, terrified, started asking for forgiveness from the witch. "I am so sorry, but my wife wants to have rampions and I could not say no to her," said the husband. Exclaimed the witch and continued, "Well, in that case, I'll let you and your wife have all the rampions in my garden, but no one in one condition." "What condition?" exclaimed the couple. "You'll have to give me the child that your wife delivers," said the witch and left. The couple tried begging her for forgiveness, but the witch was gone. A few months later, the couple gave birth to a beautiful little girl with golden hair. The same night, the witch came to their place and took away their daughter.
"Oh, Mama, you are so beautiful. Let me name you Rapunzel," said the witch, took Rapunzel to a tower with no doors, and knocked her up there. After a few years, Rapunzel grew up into the most beautiful young girl with blonde, long hair. However, she was still stuck in the tower, all lonely and miserable. She often sang sad songs by the window to curb her loneliness.
One day, a handsome young prince heard her voice and fell in love with her. Both of them decided to flee, but somehow the witch came to know about it. She cut down Rapunzel's long, beautiful hair and cast a spell on her, which led her to live in a lonely desert. The witch also cast a spell on the prince that made him go blind and left him to wander in the deserted forest.
After wandering and living in misery for many years, the prince finally came to a desert where he heard a familiar voice singing. "That voice!" exclaimed the prince. "I know that voice. That's my Rapunzel's voice. Where are you, my Rapunzel?" He slowly approached the voice, and as soon as Rapunzel saw him, she said, "Oh, my prince, you finally found me. This is truly magical. I am so happy that I cannot stop crying." As she said this, she hugged the prince in happiness, and a few of her tears fell into the prince's eyes, and he got his eyesight back. Moral of the story: if something is bound to happen, it will happen and no power can prevent it from happening. In the story, Rapunzel and the prince were destined to live together, and in the end, they were together. Even the powerful witch could not do anything to prevent it.